Hello, gentle viewers. This is Vindy, and welcoming you to a special programming update for the month of May. So, May is right around the corner, and I'm going to be making some changes to the channel. Because, fortune has it, I'm going to have a little more time on my hands to do recording. And there's lots of cool games I'd love to show you guys on the channel, and I think you'd enjoy watching them. So, with that being said, here's what you're going to expect on a daily basis for sure in May. And I've got a couple of ideas tinkering around in the back of my head, and I'll talk about those toward the end of the video after I've set up the schedule. So, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday of every week, you're going to be getting a new series, Europa Universalis 4, with the Mandate of Heaven expansion. For those of you interested in such things, I have all the DLC except for El Dorado and Mare Nostrum. El Dorado because I've never been one to play in the New World that much. Colonizing it, maybe. Playing the New World, not so much. Mare Nostrum has just been, I haven't had money at the right time to buy the expansion. So, that's a brief explanation of why I have the DLC I do. I'm really excited to play EU4 for the channel because there's lots of expansions I've added to the game that I've never actually had a chance to play with. Common Sense, Mandate of Heaven, the Cossacks, and Rights of Man are all games or expansions I purchased after I started my most recent AAR on the Paradox forums. So I've never gotten to see any of the content except for a couple of videos I've watched on YouTube myself. So I'm really excited to see this particular game in action on the channel, and I hope you are too. The country I'll be playing as will be the Uesugi Daimyo in Japan. But there's a chance for you to adjust that because I won't start the series until Monday. You can, if you are so inclined, go to the Paradox forums to my current running AAR and vote from a list of countries, which I believe are Novgorod, Uesugi, Hungary, China, specifically the Ming, and one other country that has completely escaped my notice at the moment, and I apologize for that. It's not that important. You can also vote here on YouTube by just typing a country into the comments. I'll calculate results, and then I will play with whichever country wins on Monday. Uesugi is winning right now, but it's pretty close on the forums, and I'm interested to see if there's any new votes here on the YouTube channel. So, the episodes for EU4 will be the standard 30 to 35 minutes you've come to expect on Stellaris, maybe as high on 45 minutes, if I'm feeling up to it. Or if it really makes sense within the story of the game. So, series number 2, the other 3 series will be continuing series, we'll leave it at that. Stellaris will now be running 3 times a week instead of daily. This is so I can find the time to still squeeze in EU4. I really want to play both series, and I'm not done with Stellaris yet. So, Stellaris will be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, which means after tomorrow's video, that is the video on Saturday, you will not be getting a new Stellaris video until Tuesday, which will give you time to catch up and give you a chance to enjoy the cliffhanger at the end of the last episode, which you'll be getting tomorrow. I haven't recorded since then. It'll give you a chance to give me feedback. It'll give you a chance to think about what you'd like to see in that series in particular. We're getting to the point where I expect an endgame crisis within the next 2 to 3 episodes, and the question is how far we proceed beyond that. So, something for you guys to think about as you watch Saturday's episode. I'd like to see what you guys think. So, EU4 will be 4 times a week, Stellaris 3 times a week. Out of the Park Baseball 18 will also continue at its normal Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday slot. And it will continue to be its standard length of 1 to 1.5 hours. That won't change. I'm still playing as the Cleveland Indians. I may, after we finish 10 seasons, switch to a different team. It depends on how things are working out and how I'm feeling. But I'm having a lot of fun with the series. It's the most popular on the channel by far, and I have no problem continuing to play that until, I don't know, OTP 19 comes out or something. So that series will continue. March of the Eagles will continue to run until I finish the campaign. As you may or may not know, most Paradox games have a time limit. March of the Eagles ends in 1820. And as of the last of the video you will be getting on Wednesday, I believe I'm in 1812, 1811. I'd have to have the video up to check. Somewhere in that neighborhood, which means we're probably about 2 weeks away from finishing that series. So you will get an episode of that on Wednesday, and the next episode will be on Sunday. So March of the Eagles will still be played, but it will be Wednesday and Sunday. I want more time between episodes because these episodes are going to run long. 1 to 2 hours. And I want people to have a chance to watch the previous video before they have to watch the next one. I also want to see what people think strategically about this last episode of March of the Eagles that you guys will get on Wednesday. Because I've got some interesting choices for what to do in the last few years of the game. So, March of the Eagles will continue, slight change in schedule, Wednesday and Sunday, not Wednesday and Friday. This leaves, if you're keeping score at home, a couple of days open, because I'd like to have 2 videos per day. If things get really awesome scheduling-wise, maybe even 3 per day, but that's probably pushing it. We'll stick with 2 per day for now. So this leaves me with an open slot. And there's a couple of ways I can fill this particular slot. Right now, I'm thinking of playing some Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I know Skyrim is a bit of an older game, but the special edition came out last October-ish, which means it should look a lot prettier and i.e. better for the channel. And second, I like Bethesda games on YouTube channels because they're less heavily story-based and more heavily world-based. What do I mean by that? What it means is that what I see when I play my game, you will not see when you play your game. Which means that even if you watch my video, you can still go out and buy the game and play it and enjoy it, and it won't affect your own enjoyment. For other types of games, I'm less happy to show those on the channel. I can if people want to see them. But like, for example, a Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I love the game. I play it when I'm not recording. I don't know if I'd ever put it on the channel because it's so heavily based on story. And I don't want to spoil the story for people. It drives me nuts when other people do that, and I don't want to do that to you. Hard West was an exception because I know that not that many people have heard of it or played it before. But even that I'm not playing anymore. Whether I play that again or not will be up to you. So, that's why I'm thinking Skyrim. And Skyrim would be the kind of game I would probably want to play a longer episode for. Because a 30-minute playtime just doesn't work for an RPG. That's not even up to finish a quest most of the time. I think we have to go the longer hour, hour and a half, even 2-hour episode for an RPG. And so I would be running Skyrim twice a week if that's what I end up deciding on. Which admittedly I'm leaning towards. But there were other games I could be playing. And maybe you guys have a suggestion. Another possibility would be something like Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, which I've never played. Skyrim I've played tons of times. I've probably logged Stellaris. Steam won't confirm it because I played offline most of the time. But I've probably got 200 hours in Skyrim. I love it. I'm happy to play it on the channel. And I think people would really enjoy it. But I'm open to other suggestions as well. Again, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion I've never played, but I also have. Morrowind I've played, but not so fond of. And there's lots and lots and lots of other potential games I can play. But Skyrim is probably going to get that open slot, I think. So please, by all means, comment down below, let me know what you want. So, definite changes in May. EU4 added to the channel Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Stellaris continues, new schedule, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. March of the Eagles continues until it's out, until it's finished, Wednesday, Sunday. Sunday, not Friday any longer. OTP 18 continues Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. One final quick note, Hearts of Iron 4 is 100% going to come to the channel. It'll probably get March of the Eagles slot once the new DLC comes out. It's called Death or Dishonor, I think. If I take a look at Hearts of Iron 4 and look at DLC, I should be able to get the name. Not together. Death or Dishonor, I was right. Once that's released, I'm adding it. I'm going to buy it right away. And I will show that on the channel as well. That's going to get the March of the Eagles slot, because March of the Eagles is, again, going to be finished in probably 2 weeks. Maybe a little bit longer, but probably 2 weeks. So, and then Skyrim maybe gets its own slot. We're looking at maybe like, I'd have to think in my head, Monday, Friday. Maybe a Monday, Friday slot for Skyrim. I could play Stardew Valley. I could play a dozen other games. And I'm interested to see what kinds of games people want to see on the channel. If anyone knows if there is one, I would love to play an NFL simulator, like Out of the Park Baseball 18, but for the NFL. The people who make Out of the Park Baseball were making a game like that, but unfortunately developers got ill, and the game was never finished, and I don't know if it's even still under production. So if you know of one that you have enjoyed and you find accessible, please comment in the comments, and I will snap that up as quickly as you can say. Myles Garrett, drafted by the Browns. What? And I will be playing that on the channel if I can find it. Franchise Hockey Manager is also made by Out of the Park baseball teams. Hockey is a sport I love, but I don't know if I love it enough to play it on the channel. But it is a possibility. I don't like European football, i.e. soccer, very much at all. Don't expect me to play Football Manager. I don't like soccer, so I would find that a very boring game to play. But FHM is possible. If there's a good NFL simulator, I'd play that. If you guys want more sports games, that would be cool too. So, I hope you have found this video enlightening, possibly even enjoyable. I don't know what sorts of things make you happy. I've never met you before. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you want to see other games on the channel. Let me know what you think of Skyrim as a potential choice to add to the channel, as something to change things up, get an RPG on the channel, something we can run for a long time. Let me know if you do know of an NFL simulator, like Out of the Park Baseball, but for football. And just other general comments on the channel. Oh, and of course, if you want a chance to choose which country I play in EU4, you can cast your ballot here on YouTube, or again, I'll post a link to the forum poll I have, and you can vote there too. So, but until next time, this has been Avindian, wishing you good day, good luck, and good fortune.